Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Moment of Gratefulness with me. Man, I'm really excited you're here, and man, today's Moment of Gratefulness is one that's really close to my heart. Today's Moment of Gratefulness is Stay Ready. One of the guys I listen to a lot, you probably heard me talk about him, Eric Thomas. He just has this concept of staying ready. The point is, man, I think you can agree that life has a certain way of testing us. Just trying to see how bad do you want what you say you want. You know, life is going to test our will. You know, adversity, it knows no race, no social class, nothing like that. And adversity is going to hit you whether you like it or not. It's not going to come back and say, oh, I'm going to let you gather yourself and then be back later. Like, it is coming after you no matter what. You're gonna have to deal with it. Point is, we're always ready. We're always ready to defend, right? And what we have to do with that is we have to be growing every single possibility that we can. We have to get ahead of it because we know something's coming. We don't know what it is. We don't know what severity it's going to be. None of that. But you and I can both agree something's coming. So with this, you're reading when you can, you're listening to stuff when you can, you're doing whatever you can to become the best version of you possible. That way, whenever adversity comes, you're ready. You're gonna stand strong and be ready. It's not gonna knock you down. Now, the you 2 months ago, it would have knocked down and probably knocked out, but not now. Not with all the work that you've put in. Eric Thomas's story of this, is extremely inspirational. His wife got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and I just remember him talking about this in one of his videos. And he was in the doctor's office, just thinking about what could he say to his wife to comfort her when they're getting this diagnosis. What help could he offer? Like, he's a motivational speaker. He's one of the top ones in the world. Like, what is he gonna do? And he knew he needed something short and sweet. And what he came up with was, I can, I will, I must. Now, I know that, I'm sure someone else has said it before, whatever, but just the I can, I will, I must attitude to take on this disease. And they always talk about it now, how he was ready. He was doing what he needed to do to become the best and strongest person that he could. And it didn't make him flinch. He goes on to even talk about how, one of his initial reactions, and you can believe this or not, I know it's extremely tough to believe, was like, thank God. Thank God that we've had so many years together. She could have got this years ago and been gone back then, but thank God that we've at least had the time that we've had. Thank you for the time that we've had. And also, he talks about how this brought them closer together. She was a nurse, and she couldn't be doing what she was doing with this disease. So she had to quit. And she was kind of a workaholic from how he explained it. So she had to quit, and that brought them closer together. They started doing some different things that impacted their health in a positive way. Like, it brought them together as a couple. Now, I know no one in their right mind would say, yes, give me MS. That way I can be closer with my husband or wife. Like, I get it. But it's perspective, right? It's all about perspective. He was grateful for this, and she has been doing amazing with handling this disease. So he was ready. Now, I know there's some tough things that are going to happen in your life, in my life. Some unimaginable things, right? Living a life focused on staying ready is extremely important. That's not saying that these things that may happen, that you and I may go through, don't knock you down, that they don't stagger you and leave you struggling to get up. But you get up. You get up now, as opposed to before where maybe you were down and you were out. You were never getting up. But you stay up. That way you are in the best place. Like, take Eric Thomas's example. If that knocked him out, what do you think that would have done for his wife's fight against MS? what do you think that would have done with her mindset? And I'm a firm believer, like I really believe that your mindset has a lot to do with your health, with how you fight off sicknesses. But I'm not saying don't go to the doctor, don't take medication, none of that. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying I do know that our thoughts do mess with the chemical reactions in our brain, and they do impact how we fight things off. Like I know that. It just helps. It helps on top of medication that we may need for certain situations. So that could have put her in a different place, that maybe she's not surviving this like she is now. Maybe she's not anywhere near where she's at currently. But because he was ready before it even happened, that's why they're able to fight like they are. So in your and I's life, that puts us in a position to be what we need to be, maybe for our husband or wife, or maybe for our kids. Whoever, those people around us that whatever just happened impacted them too. But because we've been working so hard at getting where we need to be, we can be who they need us to be as well. So it impacts many other people's lives around you, not just your own. So the concept of staying ready, stay ready, because you are going to get hit. That's a given. It's going to happen. Are you going to be ready for it or not? So that's what I'm grateful for this morning. Stay ready. What are you grateful for? Hey, I really appreciate you watching so far. You're already here, so subscribe to the channel, like some videos, share some videos, whatever you can do. We greatly appreciate it. Leave us some feedback. Let us know what we can do to make this stuff better for you. That's why we're doing it in the first place. So thank you very much, and you have a grateful day.